catalog displays who went wrong. The truth
Well, it is my pleasure to introduce to our audience Andre Cataldo. I don't want to use the word local. Yeah, I mean, you've been around, but you grew up in St. Louis, and you struck me with the originality of your music. And I know many people want to pin you down with your style, Andre. But my favorite, I wrote this down, that you use, slacker pop. I like that.
That is the description of your musical style, slacker pop.
You know what? I just updated that in Florida when I was coming home from Florida, and that I get a lot of comments about
Updated
how
from
active.
What was it before? Just slacker?
Just updated on what people are telling me. You know, like you should get out more. You know, I'm like, oh, so you think I'm a? They're like. Slacker.
First of all, what do you go by? You go by Andre?
I go by Andre. Okay. I don't really have a nickname.
Okay.
So, I get a lot of, I get Andrea and
sure.
That's funny.
Andro and...
But now, Dear Genre.
Yes.
Your band.
Yes.
Quote unquote. You pretty much are that band, right? It's a reflection of your music primarily.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
I think
it's Dear Genre.
Dear Genre, yeah, just like a letter,
that.
DEAR.
Okay.
And then the word genre, like music.
How about that? That's clever.
I just started it in pretty much out of sheer boredom in high school. I went to a private high school.
Wait a minute, are you still in high school?
No. Can't you tell?
That's a little
Come
joke.
on, yeah.
That's a little joke. Okay, so you started this in high school, and did you play around in a band in high school?
Yeah, I immediately started. I put an album out the Christmas of 2010, and then immediately got a band together. And in 2011, immediately started playing shows. And
in no time, you're at Lou Fest?
Yes, we were fortunate enough to play. I think we did Lou Fest 2011. Earlier that month, we played the pageant.
You start at the top and work your way down.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, we just got super blessed. We felt super blessed, and at the time, I had a four-man band going. So they were kind of the full time, and
now you're on your fourth EP.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you have available? How do people get it? It's all original.
Yes, it's all original.
Are you the main?
And all over the place.
Okay, so like
Yes,
Ron was
you.
saying, you're the main songwriter.
Yeah,
talent.
I tend to do it all.
Do you play? What do you play?
Yeah, drums, guitar, bass, piano.
When you're on stage, what are you most likely to be playing?
I will most likely be playing guitar and singing. I try to.
But is that your drum set, the one that lights up?
That's it.
That's
it. So
cool
you've seen
drum
that,
set.
huh?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
cool
you.
kit. Did you do that yourself, or you can actually buy something like that?
Yeah, I did that myself.
That's pretty
That's
nice.
that alone. Is
I take it from like I'm a huge fan of like the original Pink Floyd. Like the Syd Barrett.
Yeah,
Pink
you can
Floyd.
hear Syd Barrett in your music.
Oh, really?
You really can. Yeah. When they were like an English pop sound.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of my. The British invasion really.
Way before your time.
But people like to say that.
And you kind of feel like when you listen to the progression of your EPs that you can sense where you are in your musical life as it changes. You went from that kind of British pop kind of sound, then you suddenly got harder rock on your second EP.
Yeah.
Then you went back again on the Astronaut EP. You kind of went back to that, and you're still there now. You're back to like the Syd Barrett sound.
I think so. Thank you very much. That's
did I nail it or what? I mean, that's the way I saw it. I don't know.
I can't tell you any different because that's how you feel about it. But he's my favorite artist.
Okay.
And I know you didn't know that. So
No, I didn't.
I could quit right now and be satisfied for the rest of my life.
How about that?
How about that? That's like one of the biggest compliments to me.
When we first met over the internet, you were on your way out of town, and I know you spent some time in Orlando. Were you there during all that tragedy?
Unfortunately, I was.
Wow.
I was there. I'd been there now for. I just returned from a 3-month trip, basically a 3-month trip. I went to art school there last year. I attended an art school in Orlando for a little while. And I just ended up moving on. It just wasn't for my mind where I was at the time.
Were you always headed to be a musician as your profession, and thought maybe I was going to be an artist? You're going to be an artist, not I.
Artist as in visual?
Just for money, or what was your point in pursuing an art career?
Wow,
Whoa, you stumped
that's
him.
a loaded question.
There it is. Yeah.
I'm sorry to give you guys that pause. I totally appreciate that question, but everybody who cares about me is pushing me
Doesn't ask that.
to do it for money and write for other people. Get some sort of name out for myself. Sell some songs, sell some jingles. I've made great connections over the years, and do some stuff for that. Do some stuff to sustain yourself. But I'm really convinced that I'm not going to stop until Dear Genre is what's sustaining me.
Well, what's interesting about Dear Genre, because you dare to be different in every song you do. You're just exploring. You call it experimental.
Yeah.
Still, usually when a band does that, they go from here and they stay there, or they go from here and suddenly they're up here and they make it with very little in between.
Right.
But you have the Heavy Anchor. You play there. You play Cicero's. You're able to get out and play places in St. Louis and draw an audience, which is nice.
Yes, it's a very slow process.
Yes, it is,
at the start of it, when we were having the breaks at like the pageant and Lou Fest and stuff, we totally thought we were blown up. But that isn't so, somebody else told me, like an overnight success is 8 years in the making. So
at least, yeah. I
And,
think
and
they say
beyond
10.
that, a music career is not, being number one for 4 years. It goes on after that.
Right.
Yeah, the afterlife. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It should anyway. Your latest EP is called Flower Puns.
Flower Puns,
Yeah,
yeah.
I love the titles of all your albums.
Thank you.
But the first one, You Put the Fear in Atmosphere.
Yeah,
Favorite
that's
title
fantastic.
of all time.
Thank
That
you
is
so
great.
much. Thank you. I really have a lot of fun with those. Those are album titles, and album art is actually more fun to me than writing songs.
Very
Yeah.
interesting.
Because now we're in such a place where you only have an inch by an inch square to please somebody on
that's
the
a
internet,
challenge,
like
right,
digital
exactly.
downloads and online and stuff. So you better make it count.
But you also produce some videos for T-Mobile and Chevrolet or something. What was that all about?
I didn't actually produce them, but
Okay,
the
what did
band
you
was
do? In them.
Yes, we
Okay,
were
all right.
involved in the shooting and directing of. I think we did a T-Mobile commercial. Yes, we did a T-Mobile.
You think
Thank
you did?
Thank you.
I got to think about this.
There's, so many things. So little.
Just
That was
so you know.
so long ago.
Yeah, to you.
Yeah.
in your lifetime.
Ages, right? And then
all
we
the
did
way
a
back in 2011.
yeah. In my days, guys. And then we had a nice opportunity with the kind, lovely people at Chevrolet. They started doing a music kind of concert, city to city type feel and they call it Chevy Music Showcase. And they actually, I think it was 2011. They started
Magical year.
magical year, wasn't it?
Yeah, when he graduated.
Absolutely, yeah. I became a real boy.
Yeah, you got
real
to the
man.
world,
you
yeah.
know?
He's a real boy.
I'm a
Well,
real.
listen, we could talk to you all day. You're going to have to come back, Andre. You're a lot of
thank
fun.
you so much.
Go to deargenre.com to check out all of his work. And, of course, you can go to CD Baby and buy your albums. And where will you be appearing soon in town? I know you're in Columbia, Missouri coming up like this week, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I do my homework.
You're very good
I
at your
do.
homework and your research. He's
But
very good.
You'll be
He
back.
leaves me in the dark, so I ask all the questions
you
that
gotta
nobody
look it up.
knows.
Yes, very
would
good.
ask.
I have one on the 25th at Main Street Music Club down in Festus. And that'll be with our friends from King James and the Killer Bee.
Oh, yeah.
So we've played with those guys for years. And, we just kind of keep coming back to each other and trying to do stuff together. And
And you'll be back at Cicero's and the Heavy Anchor through the summer.
throughout the
So we
summer.
look
We're
forward
doing
to it.
everything for the summer. So stay updated on our website and our Facebook page for that.
Great.
So,
Thank you,
okay,
Andre.
Thank you guys so much for having
Thank
me.
you.
Oh, thanks for
Appreciate
coming.
you guys.
Oh, it's good to have you here. And it's nice for Clayton's Bakery and Pastries in De Pere to make our segment possible today. They offer fresh made baked goods using recipes from St. Louis's earliest history and fresh baked bread right from the bakery. 11,744 Manchester Road in De Pere.